Hey, what's that button in his car? My car doesn't have that button. What's that button? Oh, it opens the garage. So, here's the deal. My garage door opener doesn't have a good home in my car. I don't want it visible. So when I put it somewhere that's not visible, it rattles and it's a pain to get to. So wanted to install a membrane switch to be able to operate it remotely. Allow me to show you the benefit of a membrane switch that you don't have to drill a hole for, because when you drill a hole for something, it's just there. And then when it's no longer there, you have to find something else to go there. That's an ugly flower. That, or you can find something a bit more practical, like a magnetic mount. Why I didn't install that auxiliary port down there or somewhere else less noticeable is beyond me. So back to my project at hand. This is not a tutorial, rather this is just me showing off what I did. Although with those soldering skills, I don't think showing off is really an appropriate term. It looks like a 4-year-old did it, but you know, it's functional and that's all it needs to be. This actually isn't the first time I've taken apart a garage door opener to wire it a little differently. Previously in a different home that I lived in, I wired up my garage door opener in my car to my remote start system, so when my car would remote start, it would also open the garage door, because having your garage fill up with exhaust gases may not be the best thing to do. So I'm soldering on the leads from the membrane switch, or the extension leads that I've created, to operate in parallel with the button on the circuit board that normally opens the garage door. I'm not hardwiring power on the garage door opener, so I'm going to make sure that I put a fresh battery in, but good God, was the packaging difficult to open on these batteries, and sadly I found out that batteries are harmful if you swallow them. Well, there goes my dinner plans. Out of curiosity, I decided to measure the voltage on the old battery, even though the opener was working just fine. The digital multimeter I'm using here is a Harbor Freight brand Centec, which is occasionally given away for free. So if you're watching this and you don't have a multimeter, something to keep in mind. I used my super awesome Harbor Freight brand Dremel tool to create a channel to have the wires come out of the garage door opener. Now it's just about time to go and test it out. All that's left to do is to insulate the connections. Going back through and editing this video, unfortunately realized didn't insulate in between the wires first, which hopefully will not be an issue. With this success, it's time to put it inside the car.
it appears that there's enough room up in the headliner for the garage door opener and whatever else you might want to stash up there, to hopefully eliminate any chance of rattles. I'm using some cheap foam pipe insulation and duct tape naturally to insulate the garage door opener from any surface that it could possibly vibrate against. And duct tape for the win. And of course, after I fitted the garage door opener with the insulation, it no longer wanted to fit where I intended it to, so instead it ended up living just to the right of the dome light panel, right behind the passenger side visor. Doing good surface preparation will definitely pay dividends when it comes to using and applying adhesives. Just peeling off the outer clear layer of protective film, and it looks sexy. Well, check that out. It works. I appreciate you watching my first edited video. I hope you enjoyed it. Later.